Hi, angels. So nice to have you all be here. We're just going to start recording this early part of the call tonight. So we're going to have a little korero, go around the circle and just see how everyone's feeling, what it's on their hearts, and what we can, we're getting goosebumps already, what we can tune into tonight to help clear and resolve and bring forth with clarity. This Sunday is the full moon in Sagittarius. I've just been out to have a wee look at her peeking behind the clouds, to put my feet on the grass just to clear some energy and to say hi to my little cat in her corner of the garden. So this is the first ceremony that I have, or we have, little Belle. I didn't really want to cry. I think I knew I was going to. Little Belle in spirit with us. So that is really cool, actually. And also I was thinking of Cora, little Cora, Michelle's little puppy, and all of those beautiful animals who are also having quite a hard time on the planet at the moment. So, just drawing a lot of strength from their love. I've been contemplating why I've been so moved by Bella's passing, and obviously it's coming up 3 weeks tomorrow. And for the first thing is that she's with me for nearly 18 years. So just having that amount of presence, even though small and physically, a lot of presence in your life for such a long time. And but I feel like the reason why our hearts feel so close to the animals is because of the nature of their love. That's what I've been considering is how, and it's very angelic. It really is like the love that you would experience of the Divine Mother or God or spirit, pure spirit, because it's so unconditional. They really come to you for comfort, but cats particularly, but also I've had plenty of horses and rabbits and guinea pigs and dogs and other animals in my life and in my experience, that they really, apart from food and comfort and shelter, they really demand nothing else from you, and that their love for you is it's like a guide, it's like an earthly guide. They are so present with their love and their devotion and their kind of joy and this sort of certain quality that they bring, which is not human. I think we layer a lot onto our human relationships, whereas I feel like our animal relationships, and certainly the love that we feel from the animals, is so unconditional. And I think that, and they provide such comfort 100%. And I feel like when they do pass, well, that's been the biggest thing that I've noticed, is just how pure that love is. And yeah, like just how, so that there, I did a really special angel reading. The other thing I would have to say is it was really interesting for me in terms of sovereignty and being in control of the ending of a physical life of another sentient sovereign being. I was like, who am I to have that responsibility? Like, isn't it sort of, and I guess it's an unusual thing to think about, because it's not from a natural or a kind of back to nature approach. It's from a medical approach. And it's interesting because I think that probably going to teach me quite a lot about end of life with other things. But, making a medical decision for a sentient being to end their life is very hard for an empath, so connected to her. And I actually, in hindsight now, know after her passing, which was incredibly peaceful and incredibly beautiful. And she was just, I think just so happy to be relieved of the physical realm. But yeah, it was hard. And I feel like I had been willing her to live for a few of the last years anyway, and certainly the few of the last months. So it was good to be able to say, hey, well, if we were in nature, she probably would have passed a long time ago, but we're not. And so we're in kind of this artificial environment where we work to keep these pets alive, or to feed them, or to, protect them from, in my past experience with cats, pretty much all the pets that I've owned that have passed have gone away to die. but because Bella was so close to me and such an indoor pet, and she lived this long life, she couldn't kind of go away to die. So that was really interesting. And then just these very clear, I did an angel reading, and the very clear message was that our relationship was going to change. I pulled the relationship card, and then I pulled Trust Your Intuition, because I was asking if she wanted to be cremated or buried, and it was Trust Your Intuition. And I said she wants to be buried. Is that okay? And I got the yes card, and then I got the yes card again. So it was a lovely experience. Just as really relying and leaning into the angels again. It reminded me how special they are and how much they can really help us when we need it. And then just one thing I would add is I was feeling quite unsteady about this call. I'd been dealing with imposter syndrome. So I don't know if someone on this call, Stephanie, I was thinking that you popped into my mind, or maybe it's just a collective thing at the moment. There's something about this imposter syndrome that's really popping up for me a lot. I'm not sure that that's actually what it is. It's sort of like, am I doing the right thing? Who am I to do this thing? A lot of comparison, noticing just other people popping, just stuff. Anyway, it's all chatter. So I went outside to clear and ground myself and to connect with Bella. And this church, which is just straight in a diagonal line, the one, Steph, down the road to the right. Oh my God, and I can see it from the window right now, is been refurbished, and they've knocked the whole brick frontage down, and they've created this incredible filigree metalwork screen. It's very much just the triangular apex, what do you call that, like very traditional church shape, and this beautiful gold screen that the light comes through. It's all cut into triangles, and it looks like a cloak or a korowai or a weaving. It's like the one down at the waterfront at the lagoon. Is very beautiful, and the light shines through it. And tonight, for the first time, I've noticed they have a cross in bright white lights on the top of the church, and it's like I can see it right there. And I was like, wow, if that is not a sign from the divine and from the angels that we just need to keep going and keep going and keep calling forth and standing for what we believe in and what feels right for us, even though it kind of is painful to get to that point, but it still feels right in the moment. And that, we're just guided by truth. And I've just been feeling that people are quite lost at the moment in terms of where they want to connect in, and that's okay. That's okay. People are where people are at. And I was going to invite in Savina. People, and I don't know if you guys can probably kind of speak to this a little bit, but people really are at where they are at, and that's fine. This work's always been quite high vibrational. I don't know if I, because I sort of go into, am I explaining it properly? Am I creating enough of a, am I being authentic enough in the way that I'm creating community, blah, 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 blah. Have I got enough integrity in my energy, in my field to be holding it? Like, why are things not progressing? And so you can easily go into those kind of big stories, and they're valid at a lot of levels. It's important to, keep looking where the integrity is out. The integrity is out, but can also run you a bit ragged trying to do that. So anyway, hi Savina, welcome to the call, love. It's so nice to see you. I was just
thank you.
Hi. Sorry, I was grabbing a tissue. I was just sharing a little bit to kick us off about my beautiful cat who passed away, and what I learned, a couple of the lessons. I've learned so many, and they keep coming, and saying goodbye to her. Also, the last one I would just share is releasing a lot of guilt, that I couldn't do more for her, like I just, this getting to a place where we are okay with natural cycles of physical, non-physical, physical, non-physical, knowing that at some point we are all going non-physical. And it's quite a big deal. Yeah. So let's have a, I've just had this thing, it's been recording it's like literally been dictating what I've been saying. That's hilarious. Right, I'm going to turn you off. Let's just do you want to have a quick share to start, kick things off about how we were how we're feeling? Full moon is on Sunday, so I'm quite excited that we're actually in the this is another thing about these ceremonies, is I think they had quite crunchy time for people. I noticed that with full moons that I've done now a couple of times in a row, when I do them a few days in advance, it's really is in pre-shadow time for most people. So I think that they're dealing with a lot of stuff personally, privately, physically. People in their field are dealing with things, so sometimes it's not easy for them to like cut through and be able to get onto a call at this kind of time. I'm going for the new moon. I'm going to go on the Friday at 11 o'clock. So that's the 16th, which will be quite good. So if people can make during the day, like I know that Alex can, Stephanie may be able to, Michelle may be able to, Savina, it might not be as good for you with work, but I wanted to kind of change it up a little bit as well with the times so that other people can make it. Because I know that Rachel can come on that day as well, Rachel Ellis. All right, but anyway, going into this full moon, so I've created our little booklet for this ceremony, and you can feel free to download that and use it in the days ahead up to Sunday. It's got 2 pages there of the full moon in Sagittarius, kind of some background to it, which we can look at. The theme for this month, or for this moon, which is direction. So I took that from the Archer of Sagittarius, an arrow, and how we can, and we'll bring that into the meditation, but just having a look to see like where are we casting our arrows, what's our aim, and are we on target and on task for what we want to have show up in our manifestations and in our physical reality, or is there something that we can ask the angels to show us, or that we can see from our intuition and our insight, our foresight, as to we're trying to like have that be the outcome, keeps missing the mark, and this is the minor adjustment that we need to make for this reason. Sometimes over time we can be 1 or 2 degrees off, and it can end up that the arrow is quite far from the mark, and it's just a little minor adjustment, or a little daily promise, or somewhere that you broke your word, or somewhere that you haven't been being who you know to be, that has that manifestation not quite coming through. Then I've also put like the upcoming celestial events in June. Then some ideas for setting your altar. Again, some full moon journal prompts. So we've got the full moon journal prompts there. The direction journal prompts. So this is specifically about direction. Then a spare page for prompts. Then your angel card reading. So when you receive your angel card reading from me in the next couple of days before Sunday, you can take some time on that page just to write down what they are and what you feel the meaning of those cards mean for you in the areas of life that you're dealing with at the moment. And then the mantra and intention section, which is awesome. I don't know if you guys, I know Alex has used this workbook last full moon, and so you can set a personal mantra and then focus on how you would like to feel, noting down at least 1 or 2 things you're promising to let go of in the days or months ahead. Yeah, that's just a cute little journal that I'm going to it's easy to prepare, and it's something I really love creating, so I'm going to keep doing that each time with a different thing. So how are you feeling? Does anyone want to share to start? And then we'll get into the meditation in a moment. Or do you just want to get into it? Oh, you want to go? You want to talk? Yeah.
Hello, everybody. So nice to see you, Stephanie. I haven't connected, but it was so lovely to see all your travels and everything. I lived through you. Alice, don't doubt. Please don't doubt. Whatever you do, don't doubt. It's, we're here. We're doing a job, and no matter how small the ripple is, the job is, we're doing it. So nice to see you other guys. I don't think we met before, Savina, or maybe we have, but not in person. And Alex, lovely to see you again too. Yeah, really interesting. We managed to dodge COVID all the way until a week and a half ago. So we've been thick in COVID in our house, which, yeah, has been really interesting. And I've been sitting in total gratitude around it because none of us got super sick. We obviously got everything and felt absolutely shattered and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, just really sitting in gratitude into moving through something that we were kept out of for so long. So yeah, it's been really lovely to be really quiet and relaxed and surrender to it rather than fight it, which has been quite tough, for me. I don't surrender too much. So yeah, it's been really interesting. The minute I felt good, then I want to get loose, and and then the next day I'm like, oh God, can't do this. So yeah, it's been an interesting little kind of side passage. But yeah, again, I'm not giving it that much energy. I haven't been giving it lots of energy. So to me, I haven't tested, I haven't done any of that stuff because I just don't want to give it that big energy that it kind of gets from other people. So yeah, so actually in a really good space. Health-wise, yeah, obviously, I really feel like my body's going through quite a few upgrades, and no matter even through feeling not so well, the heat that I've been generating has been phenomenal. So, and no matter what I take, there's all kinds of stuff on the market to help you go through that. It doesn't work. It's still not working for me at all. I'm just drenched all the time. So it's really interesting. I don't think it was just through, it's been like this for quite a few years. So yeah, so working through that. What else? I advertised I finally decided I wanted to do the workshops, the art workshops again, which is really interesting because I haven't been wanting to do them for ages. And I set a date, and I realized I had 5 birdhouses left, and I advertised and it sold out. So it's really very happy. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, so and they're all people from Hawke's Bay, which is fabulous. And so yeah, very happy about that, and had a big struggle around, should I go mainstream? Should I go not? So Alice, you'll kind of identify with this, like, oh, because all the people around me have said, oh, you should really just don't go too woohooey, because, we kind of want to you want to target the garden folk and the people who do gardens, and none of them are that woohooey and whatever. And I sat with it and I thought, you know what, I'm just selling myself out if I don't do that. So I set the intention, it's going to be full on woohoo. It's who I am now. And yeah, full on sold out. So very happy about that. Very happy that I managed to dodge the imposter thing again around, oh, well, I'll tone it down so that, fuck that. I'm not toning anything down anymore. This is who I am. I work with dragon energy. I work with archangels. I am totally woohoo. I love plants. I love the earth. And you know what? Why wouldn't you? It's as simple as that. Why wouldn't you? And I've now moved to that through that whole thing. Well, like, if you're not on the same train, I feel sorry for you, because, you know, this is the most amazing train that I'm on. And, you know, why wouldn't you do the stuff that I do? Why wouldn't you? Whereas before, I always thought, oh, I stick out. I'm like, maybe tone it down, won't talk that woohoo. So yeah, I've hogged enough conversation. Sorry,
No,
guys.
so beautiful, Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to acknowledge that massive two things. One is just selling out your birdhouse workshop. I saw that, like, I saw it advertised, and the next day I saw it sold out. I was like, what? Oh,
I
Michelle,
know.
that's
I was like,
so pleased.
it's so much
Yeah.
a sign from the universe saying I'm on the right track.
Yeah, 100%. And I also think maybe, like, actually what I was just getting present to, that there is a bit of a maybe, yeah, like also, right, Jupiter is I'm just thinking about Jupiter as this planet of spirituality and self-expression and authenticity and boldness as well, in moving into well, it's the planet that works with Sagittarius. I think he's moving into Pisces. No, he's in Taurus. So, okay, so that's like, yeah, the Jupiter coming into Taurus is illuminating on Earth those aspects. So I was just thinking, actually, maybe collectively as a group, we are kind of moving into another level of self-expression and expansion. And I think we know, we keep hearing it over and over, be your authentic self, and yet we've got this, and that's what I've kind of been pushing up against with, is, oh, do I really, you know, am I connected enough is the word, I think. You know, other people are more connected with me, than me, that's what I say. And no, whereas, I love it, Michelle. And Hamish said to me the other day, oh, is your friend Michelle's last name really Courage? And I'm like, yeah, it really is. And I said, I've actually got two friends with last name, one is Courage and one's Love, and they really are their real names. And hey, I don't know why it popped into his head, but he just asked me that. But that's why you're here, is just to have that courage and keep showing us and being part of the collective that shows us the way with courage. And I love how you have gone into a new community, created yourself, not held back. And those women that come to you and your circles or whatever, they're all going to have their own timelines and pathways. And some of them will really be ready to step onto it and some might not. And that's okay. But if you're like holding space, they can step forward.
You know, I don't normally, you know, I popped down to a friend the other day, and she's not necessarily woohoo, but she's told me that by meeting me, she has reawakened her love of, the earth, and the reawakened her senses in the whole bringing in the angels, asking for help, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And that was such a compliment. And then the other day she turned around to me and she said, you know what, we were talking about something, and she said, you are such a gift to this valley. Oh my God, you know what? And the words hit home, because those words get channeled to her for me. You know, understand that somebody is not going to just say that. You know, she didn't need anything from me. She didn't want anything from me. She was just telling me how much I had changed and made a difference in her life. And when I read in my channelings, I channeled about 6 months ago, my guidance was, the ripple is so, you think it's so small, but you have no idea how big that ripple goes.
But just thinking how funny this work is, because we forget, I think we just have
we kind of want the
periods of amnesia where we forget our power, and then you speak it and it's like, I'm so present to the word activator, like who you are as an activator, who I am, and who everyone on this call is in our days. And as we go through, that's part of the role of the Earth Angel, is to be this activator who awakens and inspires something in others. And I think maybe part of the complexity for me of it is social media, because social media is so dead space. When you're out there being an activator, people really don't even know what to do with you. They might throw you a like if you're lucky, but otherwise I think they get the activation. Like, you should see how many people actually still watch stories and things over and over and over. And I know they never interact, but I know that they are being activated and they are getting light and they're coming in for something every single time.
Exactly.
And it's easy for me to sit at home going, what the hell am I doing and why, after all these years. But I think,
But
such
I had the same thing about 4 or 5
beautiful
months ago. A
reminder,
lady,
Michelle.
yeah, I had the same thing happen about 4 or 5 months ago. A lady connected with me on my Instagram page, and she said, I know when I go onto your page, I receive such light and positivity. I just want to thank you.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just post. I'm not trying to win people or whatever, but I've always made myself a pact that whatever I post is positive.
Yeah.
And it's in true alignment. So yeah, honestly, don't ever negate your little ripple effect that you are creating. It is massive.
That is what the angels would like to tell us all the time. Thank you for the reminder. Sometimes you need a human reminder, don't you? So cool. Thank you so much, Michelle. Yeah, and congratulations. Do you want a popcorn? Could do.
Steph.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. Hi, beautiful angels. So nice to see you all. Nice to see you again, Michelle. It has been a little while. I'm actually thinking, have we had a koala since I've been back in New Zealand?
Yeah, we have. I don't think you could make them though.
I don't think I could. So, hi everyone, back on New Zealand soil. It's been about 6 weeks since I've been home. Had the most amazing time in Asia, and then came back to reality and was like, oh, this sucks. New Zealand just, I don't know, we just talk about house prices and mortgage repayments and I'm just like, ugh. I want to go back and talk about traveling again. But yeah, so where I'm at, it's interesting you say about the ripple effect. I had this exact same conversation today with another woman who runs a company called As You, who specializes in supporting women of color and helping organizations understand like how to create more inclusive environments for women of color. And she's like, I was about ready to pack it in. Because it's been like, if you're a small business, like the start of this year, it's been really tough. Or pretty much since the start of 2020, even actually probably before that, maybe December, it's been really tough because everyone's like just not sure what's going to happen, and they're like really playing wait and see. And also focusing a lot on the necessities, the essentials, and then also cash flow's been like stuck. Like there's been so many invoices that have not been paid, and then you can't pay your invoices. Like there's just like the cash flows like altered. Yeah. Yeah. And I was just saying to her, like, it's tough because we need money to survive. But then when you're not getting it, you just feel like what's even point of what I'm doing, like if I'm not getting it back. But we talked about, even just posting one thing or having a conversation or posting something on social media or sending an email like that it's the ripple effect that we're having, because we don't know she could be supporting these women and then they're having like the most amazing innovative idea because they feel like safe in their work environment that is like a $1 million idea for this company. It's like you just don't know what the ripple effect is. But we talked about that, so I think that's huge. And I've actually been sick the last couple of weeks. So I had COVID as well, Michelle. So had COVID week before last. And then I've got a fibroid just outside of my uterus. And last year I had bleeding. I ended up going to A&E, and then it hasn't happened for 6 months, and now it started back up again. So then I was like bleeding consistently, and then I had a kidney infection the last couple of days. So 2 nights ago I was just in like crazy pain, my lower back. But I also went to one of Sam May's sound bowl healings she did at the Mount here a couple of weeks ago, which was so nice. But what kind of like came out for me was like around my root chakra, so like safety and security. And for me, like having money coming in and a place to live, and like having safety and security is actually something that I need to focus on the most. And I kind of came up with a little bit of a mantra, and also like, when you're different to everybody else and you're like trying to go against the grain, you just don't sometimes feel safe to be like your authentic self, or how people are going to react. So I came up with a bit of a mantra that was like, even though X, I am safe because X. And so anytime that I've been feeling like not safe, I've gone, even though I can't pay this bill, I am safe because X. And just really trying to reframe that. And I found that has helped a lot. And I've had a lot of like childhood wounds come up as well. And just actually like when I am feeling not great, just sitting in it and going, where is this coming from? What is this environment? Oh, okay, this is what it is I need to self-soothe myself because it's around security. Because for me, it was about my dad left my mum when I was 11, and he just abruptly left the family, and it was like the rug was pulled out from underneath us, and we didn't see it coming at all. And that was like our safety and security was just gone. And so that's what it goes back to, is that like feeling safe. So I've been working on that quite a bit. But I have some days, like a lot of days I feel really good and excited and optimistic, and then some days I just feel so hopeless. And like, we talk about resilience, but sometimes when you just get beaten down and you just get so much rejection, you're just like, oh, like it starts to affect you and like affect your confidence and your self-esteem. And I found that lately, like I launched an event, a big conference I'm running. I launched it a month ago, and I only had 11 tickets sold out of 150. So I was quite gutted about that, and I've moved the event to November to give more time. But also like I think there's a lot of energetic stuff at play here, just around like the energy to just get up and keep going, because it feels like pushing shit uphill constantly. And I've been struggling financially as well pretty much this whole year. But I've actually got a new job, and I start a full-time job next week, which was a bit of a grieving process as well, because I didn't want to go back to full-time work. And I didn't want to go back to corporate, and this job just kind of happened, and it's for government again, but it's like it's a level kind of job that I'd probably have to go to Auckland or Wellington to do. So it's great that I can do it in Tauranga, which is nice. But I kind of just realized it's a bit of a relief, because what it's done is actually, yeah, maybe it's not the long-term plan, but it's good for the short term, and maybe it's just taken the pressure off like my business, and I can like breathe a bit and just give it some space for the long term, and like do things more organically, because I just don't believe in the hustle, and I don't believe in posting every single day, and I don't believe in all these, like it doesn't align with my values, a lot of these like sales coaching things that people talk about. For me, I want to do it organically. I want to do it because it feels like intuitively it's something I want to put out there. I don't want to just post because of the sake of posting. And it just be like not good quality and shit, really. So yeah, it's been quite a mindset shift. But I'm also, it's giving me the opportunity to expand more, and like I really need to move out of home, because it's just I need to create an environment where I'm like and able to thrive. I need my own space, and so going back to work with a good salary as well means that I can go and get my own place and move out of home, which is good. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's just flicking in between being really excited and aligned and energized to like just not even just wake up in the morning and go, oh, I'm not even going to get up, what's the point? Like bipolar. But yeah, hopefully we'll see what happens next week, see how it goes with this new job. I mean, I don't plan on closing my business by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I actually, as soon as I signed my employment agreement, I actually signed 3 new clients since then. I know, it's ridiculous how it happens like that. But that way I can just still focus on the long game, and eventually what I want to do, maybe in a year's time or less than that, I want to go down to part-time, and I'll just have something part-time to like have me secure, because I think half the problem with my business is that I've been in survival mode, like literally just focusing on eating and sleeping and getting around. And so I haven't been in the right energy for my business to be able to thrive. But by taking that pressure off, hopefully that means that I have more space to channel, basically, and not just focusing on surviving.
Amazing, Steph. Just sitting here like resonating 110%, 111% with everything that you're saying. So great. And I'm just like, yeah, really, 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 I so agree with Michelle. You got that job for a reason. I think what you distinguished at Sam's event with the root chakra and the needing, what you wrote down, I wrote that down, the safety and security you need to focus on most, even though I am safe because, and like, you know, that I also, my parents separated when I was 17, and I kind of had a very, very similar experience with the rug being pulled out from under my feet. And I was thinking about, you know, the grounding nature of a pet, as you were saying. And I was like, you know, maybe 3 weeks, and it's partly why I'm feeling ungrounded. But I just love what you said. And I'm so excited that the festival's going ahead in November. I think it's a great decision. And I think it's a great decision that you got the job, and that's going to help you really just focus and ground, find your own nest. And, you know, you're doing incredible. You really are. And it's just the nervous system up and down at the moment. It's very jolty. The light is very intense. The heavy periods are very intense. That's just, and I think we just observe it. I was going to say absorb it, observe it, and listen to what our needs are. And if they are that we need to have a down day, you know, a duvet day and a good book, a good movie, then that's okay. And just actually, as you were speaking, and I was thinking about the country and COVID, and that, you know, all of that's not gone. It's not in our past. It's actually, we're just into another crest of a wave, a tidal wave of repercussions of something that's coming down the track that got started in 2020 with the economy. And this is actually going to be even harder, I think, in some ways. So, and we're still dealing with COVID. Like, I know people are still unwell, and people are still having heart attacks, and people are still like filling up the hospitals because they're unwell. And staff's, you know, I've got a personal example where one of the staff's husband is unwell and is in hospital, so she's very stressed. So it's kind of like, it's yeah, kids, we keep hearing stories about kids, and so I think you know, and we're also heading to this election this year, so it's great to be able to just say, hey, we've got all of this on our plate. It's no wonder that, you know, I had a cry at the chiropractor today. I literally lay there and sobbed my eyes out, even with Hamish in the room. I lost the plot. I was so like, I had to let it all go.
I watched the last episode of Ted Lasso last night and bawled my eyes out.
Oh.
It's such a good program. I love it.
Crying is such medicine for the soul.
Yeah, absolutely everything you just said, Alice. And actually, one thing that's quite good also that I reflected on today about going back to work is like, it's actually given me the opportunity to reset a little bit, and actually, like, particularly with my business, like things that I've just been doing because that's how I've always been doing it, I've actually stopped and gone, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like, this is actually going to stop, and I've got the excuse of like going back to work to be able to stop that. You know, and like, yeah, it's quite a nice opportunity to freshen things up as well.
Yeah, and how cool that you can do that. I really think it's meant to be, because else it wouldn't have happened. So it's great.
Yeah, well, it happened so fast. Like, I wasn't even looking for a full-time job. It just was advertised here in Tauranga. My dad works for the same company. It's Te Pukenga.
Yeah.
So, and it's like a lot of project work. So that will be quite interesting. They really focus on equity, which is really nice. So which is in alignment to my values. And then the recruitment process was so fast. It was like 2 weeks. And they were just like, I think they just knew that I was the right person that they wanted and they didn't want to lose me. So I'm just trusting that that's going to be my path. And also, like, they have a gym, which the gym memberships are like uber cheap. And like so I can go and use the gym. It's on site, but I can work from anywhere. My boss is like, I don't care if you work from the site, if you work from home, if you work from Auckland, like I just don't care. Which is really cool, having that flexibility as well. So yeah, just trust the process, hey?
Yeah, yay. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing all the stuff. We love you.
Love
Super
you.
proud.
You
Perfect alignment.
You want
Do
to
you
see
want
my
sorry?
You see my new tattoo?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I showed you when I saw you in Wellington. Oh, it's blurry. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me unblur my screen. There we go. It's a phoenix. Yeah. Oh, this
Phoenix
way.
from Thailand.
Yeah, I got it in Thailand in Koh Tao. So it's just a reminder, and I get a lot of power from it, and it reminds me of like just to let things burn to the ground and rise from ashes, and what rises from the ashes is so much more beautiful and stronger than before. And I also like it because it takes up space with its big wings. So it's like going, I'm big, I'm not going to dim myself and be small. So yeah, that's
Beautiful.
my little souvenir.
We love it.
So some of us have to put that on our arms and others have to marry one.
Yeah. To remind
and get the surname, exactly, to get all these reminders.
Beautiful. Do you want a popcorn, Steffi?
Yeah, I'll go to Alexandra.
Oh, I don't even know where to begin. Everyone's shares have been like this beautiful drops of wisdom as per usual, and just celebrating everyone. Michelle, for selling your art retreat, 5 places, and that's incredible. And Steph, your new job, it all sounds absolutely magical, and so much freedom for you, in that space. So it sounds like, yeah, meant to be. Yeah, I've been sick too. It sounds like everyone's been unwell. And I don't even know if it was a third. We've already had COVID twice, well, I have, and who knows, it felt kind of like, yeah, I'm like you, Michelle, I didn't test or anything again, but I don't, whatever. But yeah, just feeling like the heat, so much heat, the ears ringing like crazy. They're still ringing right now. It's just like constant tinnitus in my ears. Like you say, it feels like almost like an upgrade as well. Like in the last 2 weeks being sick, but then so many synchronicities, so many things just dropping in and making sense in ways that I hadn't thought about things before. Yeah, it was like interesting. Just I was speaking with someone recently about how I'm a projector, human design, but I tire myself out so quickly, so quickly. Burnout. So basically, I've always been very fast paced. As a child, I'd like run down the hallway to go to the toilet, run everywhere, go. And then I'd just like crash and burn and like, oh, I'm so tired and exhausted. And of course, it makes sense being a projector. That's why. But it's learning that, just accepting that is the way I am. Like I do like to go fast when the energy's there. I feel like I'm just full singles, as I'm talking about, like just full expansion, and I'm into everything. But I just need to accept that's the way I am, but learning to sort of hone it in a little bit more, not go like a racehorse, like go fast, but at a pace that I can then keep up, and then sort of pull aside and have a rest, and that's okay. And I literally gave my daughter the same advice, and that's what clicked in just when I was thinking about that before, was like my daughter gets stitched. She's an amazing runner, gets into the like the cross country finals and things for the school, but then always gets the stitch because she starts so fast and is like coming second place, and then she's going too fast. So I gave her that advice literally this morning. I was like, I know why you get stitched now. It's because a lot of it you're going too fast, too quickly. And of course, that same advice, is what I needed to hear for myself. So it's my soul giving me that advice. It's like, of course. Yeah, and what else? Yeah, just like I said, just so many things sort of feel like they're clicking in with the awarenesses, and having like lucid dream. I had the most amazing lucid dream that I haven't had since I was a child. So again, that happened this week, and I don't know, maybe it's been this illness that it's kind of again activated something within me. But it literally, I remember in my dream realizing this is a dream I'm in. What do I want to do? I've got freedom here. I can do whatever I want to do. And I thought, I want to fly. So I chose to fly. And I was like flying around, and it's exactly what I used to do as a child. So it was like this remembering of that ability that we all have access to. But yeah, it's just like being literally just one thing after another. I can't keep up. It just feels like huge upgrades and so much going on. And I do need to just take it slowly. Like I said, not go full force. But yeah. And that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Yeah.
I can't feel like at the moment it's almost like with our remembering becoming so much more, we have to understand that we're in a body, and so understanding that integration of the fact that we're so expansive and we're starting to anchor in so much of this new possibility energy, but we still have to understand we're in a body 3D, and to pull it through into this new dimension, it's not going to be that easy. And, our bodies need the upgrade, and they need calmness and quietness to get through this. Because our energetic bodies are flying, but our physical bodies are taking strain. And I think it's going to be bigger. It's going to really be big.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And it's like just asking for it to kind of slow down at certain points. Like, our body is trying to catch up and keep up. And it feels like that has been happening. And like, I literally was just like out of it and just had to just lay on the earth. Literally, I haven't done that for so long. Like literally lay on my stomach, like just embracing, feeling that support just on the grass, and just it was so like just invigorating and nourishing, and then yet so supportive, and just to remember to again to do that the earth's there as well for that groundingness to bring us into this physical body back. And resonate a lot with that, Michelle.
So stunning. Can I share this as the card I pulled today? Can you read that? It says, "In stillness I receive." And it's like, I actually found a really, Leanne Rhymes, who makes the candles, the country singer. She does these mantras now because she's very spiritual, and she's got a song called I Receive, and it's like, "In stillness I receive, in love I receive." And I'll have to play it for you or send it in the chat. It's so beautiful. And I think I felt that the same, Alexandra, today when I was like on the chiropractor table with my head down, just going, I literally could, and I don't know quite how we're going to figure that out or what we're going to do, because we can't really just as much as we would love to, hermit or roll into a ball like a hedgehog for winter, but we kind of should. And I feel capital S. No, I mean, I would love to. And I was talking to Millie about it today. She didn't really want to get up this morning. Kids don't like getting up in winter. They're very intuitive, and they like staying in their pink snuggly blankets and, staying in bed. And I'm like, I really wish that there was a way that we could do that. So I don't know, maybe I need to write that down for myself and just have a look to see what, how, again, part of, what we're all experiencing is this, incrementally moving towards a more organic and more like a new earth, if we want to label it something, way of being and living and existing, and we have to bring our families along with us. And there's this fine balance between, like, Michelle's very good with this, but the balance of leading it and knowing what you want and then standing for it and evolving through it. I'd love to, I think just had Rachel Later here with us last weekend, and they're going to totally always forever homeschool and unschool Jakey. Like they've just, both of them are very new age, very new earth, and they've really decided that that's what they want. And yeah, so meanwhile, we're left with the complexities of, of dealing with many of these things and trying to figure it out in terms of giving our bodies enough of what they want, plus being able to manage, I guess, a more 3D type, I don't really call it 3D, but more physical, regular, clocked in existence at the same time as well. It's a bit of give and take, hey?
Yeah, I kind of think, we're trying to anchor in this new energy, and through this new energy, it's going to be more free. It's going to be more that the kids don't sit in a classroom. I mean, it's just becoming more and more apparent to me. It's the most illogical thing is to put a young kid in a classroom for 8 hours that then sit and be quiet. It's just totally and utterly nuts.
Yeah.
And the more I spend time in nature, the more I realize that we shouldn't be doing that. The ones that are wanting to do that will do that anyway. Like my daughter wants to be in front of a computer. She wants to read books and whatever. She doesn't want to be out in the country. So she's got that choice. So if I had to do schooling all over again, there's no freaking way I'd put my kid in a classroom. It's not going to happen. And that's the thing. I think it's, as we're anchoring in the new energy, we're starting to alter stuff. It's changing. And that change and transformation is not easy. We're altering our energetic, how we receive things and how we absorb it. So it's not easy, but, I think we just need to keep it in mind and know that it's for the best, and we're moving into that direction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks, Alexandra.
I was just gonna say, one thing I really miss about Asia is the $12 1 hour Thai massages.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When I was in Koh Tao, there's like a place right on the beach, and you're literally like looking out over the water. And I mean, maybe there's some ethical issues with that, with those massage places, whatever. But like sitting there having my feet massaged, like looking out on the water, I just felt so peaceful. And I didn't take my phone with me. I used to leave it in my hostel room and just be present. And I bought some tiger balm, and I just, like, when I put the tiger balm on, I just feel like I'm back there, like having a massage, like looking out over the water. And maybe that's what we need to do, is find our happy place and what small thing we can do to replicate that in our everyday lives.
Yeah.
Like
I liked what oh, sorry to interrupt you. I liked what Alexandra just said too in the chat about it's Hygge, isn't it? That Norwegian, Danish, Scandinavian, I should say, word, and the Danish word, she wrote it there, but that feeling of how they do winter, thick woolly socks, warm blankies, candles, baking. I like the sensory idea as well. Pine cones, just really embracing winter and crunchy winter walks and thick coats. And maybe that's it's definitely something for me that I know is missing, that I can introduce more of. I've been wanting a sense of more sort of softness and comfort and warmth in home and around me. And so I'm going to think about something around that this weekend as well. Probably a good time with this big full moon seems about right.
Yes,
and to simplify our lives. I agree.
I just went and bought like a massive stack of books because I love to read, and I've been like reading, like I've been forcing myself to read self-help books, and I'm just like, I'm so over this. I just want to read a fiction. I just want to read a novel. I just want to like cozy out. And I finished a book in like a week. It's the last of the Seven Sisters series. How are you doing with that, Ella?
I'm good. I'm reading a bit each night.
It's so good. I'm already halfway through my next book. So I just was like, I love to read, and I just remember like, I don't have to like watch TV or scroll on my phone. I can actually just sit and read a book with a comfy blankie and a cup of tea. Yeah. Especially when it's raining. It's so nice.
Embracing winter, Embracing the pace. Alrighty, Savina, would you like to share a little bit about how you are? You don't have to, if you want to. It'd just be nice to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm okay, doing good. Kind of seems to be more thankful and grateful to be here in New Zealand because the last 2.5 years was very tough for me, very, very tough. I was struggling with the COVID situation and I was stuck with no family around, nobody around. So past 6 months I just reached here, so I'm very happy about it to be with my husband and with my 2 cats, to be able to bring them from there in this situation also. So happy for that. And got a job. So just kind of be peaceful life here. But till there was this time where in February or March, where there was a tough time this year. It was really, I used to simply cry. I don't know for what reason, but I used to always keep on crying. And then probably because of the time, maybe. But now I'm okay. I shifted to a place in Karori.
Oh, you moved? Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel this house is more peaceful, very with the nature. So, and then got a good news also. I'm carrying now. It's now almost 3 months.
You having a
Yeah.
baby?
Yeah. That's my first baby. Yeah. So
Oh,
kind of good news. Things are
yes.
happening for me. Nature
Oh, that's great
blessing.
news, honey. That's not kind of good news. That's wonderful news. Congratulations. I was
Yeah,
so
thank
pleased for
you.
you.
Thank you. Just keep me in your praises because my first baby. I'm
Yes.
back in India and all. They just say, "Oh, I'm 36 now already, so it's too old, too too late." That is
Not
the
at
kind of
all.
mentality, they're over. But I'm okay. With God's
Yes.
grace, I'm okay.
Yes.
Healthy.
I had one baby when I was 37 and one when I was 40. So you're fine.
Uh,
Yeah. So did Michelle. Alex had a baby when she was 40 or 39. Yep. No, you'll
okay.
be great. You're a beautiful, fit, well,
Mm,
it's
yeah.
wonderful. Yay. Oh, your husband will be so pleased. I can just
Yeah,
imagine
all
how excited
everyone.
he will be.
Yeah, it's like 8 years. We are like
He's such a
very young, like
sweetie.
8 years here. So all we like we are not together first of all. Almost 3 years went like that. What answer I can give? So there was a lot of pressure.
Mm.
And finally coming to New Zealand. So this kind of blessings the nature has given me. So thankful and grateful for everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Thank you for sharing with us. Hey, that is so cool. I am so glad that we're here to celebrate you, and yeah, just keep asking lots of questions, and oh, that's so cool. It's great. I'm
Thank
really
you
pleased
everyone.
for you. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
thanks.
Savina, I loved India. I adored it. I had such an amazing time there.
I'm waiting to go back.
It's I would go back in a heartbeat. It was awesome. It was one of the best places I've been in the world.
Yeah, nice to hear. Yeah, you all should try actually coming to India. And if you've tried going to North India side, it's just like New Zealand. It's only
Mm,
thing you don't have good opportunities for job, but the nature, everything is the same.
so beautiful. Yay.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Keep me in your prayers.
We will. We will. Yes, on my bucket list too, Michelle. I think we'll be, yeah, definitely trying to get there at some point.
It was
Yay, well, that's
amazing.
so cool, Savina. Make sure you just reach out, ask me any questions, or Alex, or we've Alexandra's baby's only 2, the littlest one, is that right? Yeah, so she's relatively recently been through it all, and
Kind of
anything, any
tough
support
time,
that
I
you
think.
need, ideas or things.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
All right, ladies, what do you think we should maybe move on? It's 8:30, so we'll go into our meditation. Yay. But thank you so much, everybody, for sharing wonderful news all around. And it's really, really nice. I love these conversations where we can really get to sit with each other and just receive a lot of goodness from each other. It's amazing how everyone's often dealing with exactly the same things at the same time, or people around us are. So it's really reassuring to know that we are not alone. Steph, I did see the question there about the self-confidence and love. I can have a chat with you offline about that if you want some advice. But yeah, no, it's really, I understand. I know it's a ongoing journey.
I was gonna say, I was thinking about
it's an
you.
ongoing journey, that one.
I was thinking about you when I was writing it, because I feel like that's been a major area, just as a woman, I think, as well.
100%. Yeah. And there's, it's a daily practice of self-love.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I'm gonna work with Libby, which will be really cool.
Yeah, cool. Great. Yeah. Good. All right.
I'm just going toilet.
Okay. Yeah. I won't start yet.
Yeah, Alice, regarding your cat, just my guides said to me when Juno came into my life, they said to me that she was showing me, because Juno is the new little schnauzer that I got.
Yeah.
And they basically said the love that you feel for an animal like that, it's your compass of how you're supposed to feel about everything and everyone.
Yeah.
So it's showing you what it can be like, how it should be. That absolute love. And that for me was just so profound when they said to me, feel into what you feel for this little animal and she will give that back to you tenfold. So yeah.
Well, I think you know me, how much I pour into everybody. It's just like I feel
absolutely
that love. I feel that love for everyone. I don't get it back from everyone.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. It's kind of like it's being in that space where you give it, but you're not giving of yourself to give it.
Yeah.
You're giving it from a place of strength and a place of solidarity and high vibrational, rather than giving of yourself. So only allowing to give when you have got it to give.
Yeah.
But being in that strength until you have extra to give.
Get some more spray. Yes, well, I'm very, very much called soon. We'll see just how things are going. But to get a puppy and a cat at the same time. Kitten and a puppy. Good luck.
I will caution on getting them at the same time.
Oh, really?
We've done that before. We got 2 puppies at the same time. It's a disaster. So yeah, because just stagger it. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, just stagger it a little, because it's literally what happens is they bond with each other.
Oh yeah.
And it's also a shitload of work.
Yeah, I'm not sure I was going to get it past the gatekeeper anyway, to be fair, but
oh god, my handbrake is on permanently. God, I want a rooster. No. Can I have a calf? No. Can I have a goat? No.
I feel like it's going to be, can I have a cat? We just got rid of one. No. All right.
It's a rescue. It doesn't have a home.
It's all right. Right. Twins. Who's having twins? Twin children, twin cats. Right. Let's settle down and call in these angels, and have a beautiful clearing meditation. I'm going to thanks everybody. Been so nice having this conversation to start tonight. It's a bit different, but I like it. It's going to light a little bit of stage here. Right. Okay. So let's just close down our eyes. Start to take in some beautiful, deep, cleansing breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Just 3 of those big, nice, deep breaths in a row. With each inhale, experience breathing in love, light, prana, softness, open, soften and relax. And as you do, hit the top of the breath and breathe out deeply through your mouth and let go. So allow, as you are breathing out, to just let go through your physical body. Let the thoughts begin to still. Invite any racing that you feel in your system just to settle. Just being shown a visual of autumn leaves just gently drifting, settling down to the ground. And again, breathe in and out. Just do a quick body scan from top to toe and allow any resistance, any places of tightness that you're being guided to. Just ask for gentle and loving release from those places. Send love to your body from top to toe. Send some warmth to any parts of you that might be feeling cold, and send some fresh, cool energy to any of those parts that might be feeling hot or uncomfortable. Just allow yourself to become still and light, but at the same time very grounded and heavy like a stone, but light like a feather. Imagine yourself now gliding through beautiful crystalline clear water, like a large stingray, waving up and down, covering a lot of ground quickly, but with effortlessness and grace and ease. Imagine those beautiful little fish swimming along beside you, like the teacher stingray from the film Nemo, where Nemo and all the little fish go out to school on his back. They're there, swimming alongside. These are your thoughts. These are your people. These are your feelings swimming alongside you, but not of you, separate from you, but keeping up with you. And you're unworried by them. You're bigger than them, more all-encompassing, and you can glide effortlessly through. This is the teaching, that we want to glide effortlessly through our days and our nights and our seasons, our weeks, our months, through time and space, as effortlessly and gracefully and naturally and beautifully as the great stingray swoops through the water, or the beautiful orcas that have been in the harbour lately. You imagine for yourself maybe it's a great eagle soaring high above the forest treetops. You imagine for yourself what it looks like and what it feels like to move with ease and grace. And that is the intention and the space and the vibration that we want to hold in this meditation tonight with the angels. They want us to experience ourselves as powerful, graceful, at ease, and also moving with purpose and intention, covering ground, resting, being alert, and then taking off again. So I want to just come to a still, quiet place, maybe rest your animal or your being here. Maybe it's a crystalline cave, like a temple with crystals and shining white light. Maybe it's by a beautiful clear lake and a mountain glen. Maybe it's a soft field of grass with little daisies and flowers, birds and bees. Or maybe it's a cozy, warm, dappled light, kind of forested floor with the leaves turning autumny, and that late autumn sun. You've got a big coat on and hat and boots, so you feel warm and rested. And then take a moment to sit where feels nourishing for you, and put your hands on the earth and just feel yourself connected to Gaia, to the essence of Gaia, the essence of the planet. Connect in with the spirit of her, and allow yourself to feel very grounded and at ease and at peace and held. You might want to lie back on the soft earth. Now I want you to imagine like a tree dropping great grounding roots down into the earth, or a crystalline cord of light anchoring you firmly. Drop the grounding cord with colours. Choose colours that are nourishing for you. They might be pink, green, gold, pearl, aqua. They might be like great tree roots spreading out far and wide. Go with the first thought that comes to you and know that that's the right one for you, and that is what your soul is encouraging you to bring forward tonight. And then feel yourself connected. You might want to sit in your mind's eye or lie down. Then you want to just breathe up all through your chest, up into your heart. So bring that energy up now into your center, and then up through your upper chakras, strongly through your neck and shoulders. Feel your spine come into beautiful alignment. Down through your coccyx and tailbone, stretch out, and then up through your upper vertebrae and your skull, right up through your head, stretch up, and allow this beautiful alignment of this channel to open and soften and relax. We're going to receive the blessings of the angels tonight and receive a downpouring of love and light. So we want to awaken ourselves and be in perfect alignment for the receptivity of that, so that it's effortless and easy and beautiful through our body, through our physical body. Whew, I just got my hands just heated up as I said that. So just remember to breathe. That's right. Open, soften, relax, especially through the heart and the chest and the lungs and the pelvis, and the spaciousness between your hips, the spaciousness between your ears. Head, soften your head and your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, heart space. Allow the energy to settle a few feet out from you, around you. And we're now going to start to call in the divine celestial healing angels for their blessing, clearing, centering, and realignment this evening. So we'll start with the beautiful Archangel Michael and Archaea Lady Faith of the blue sapphire cosmic ray of wisdom, guardianship, protectorship. We ask Archangel Michael and Archaea Lady Faith to step forward now. Archangel Michael steps forward with his beautiful silver sword of platinum light. I imagine this sword to be made of selenite or some clearing crystalline energy, shimmering, beautiful and white. And we ask Archangel Michael and Archaea Lady Faith to lovingly and deliberately now work with us through our energetic field to cut and lovingly, deliberately release any lower frequencies, any cords, any attachments, any energies which are not of the highest or no longer required or needed by us at this time. That this clearing be complete, thorough, delicate, gentle, done with precision and love, and that we really trust that they are coming through our field as is needed, where is needed now, and throughout the ceremony tonight, and then for as long as is needed, to help us really come back, being fully represenced, realigned, re-energized, calling all our energy back to us now. And just allowing any of those energies being cleared out to be taken back to the highest realms of divine healing light from whence they came, by the legion of angels and archangels supporting Archangel Michael and Archaea Lady Faith. And then we ask on the opposite side, coming from the west, for the earth, with the earth energy and the green sapphire ray, is the beautiful Archangel Raphael and Archaea Lady Mary, with their potent emerald green, shimmering, healing, cleansing light. I see their light as like a tonic. It's really the essence and the energies of the plants, the essence and the energy of green, renewing, growing, repairing, healing. And then we know that Archangel Raphael particularly works on the physical body. So we can ask for like a bath, a shower of crystalline green energy light to wash over us and through us. Very delicate and fine, high vibrational light and energy to give us a very nice, clear, easy detox through the non-physical and also through the physical being. We ask that Archangel Raphael and Archaea Lady Mary continue this work for as long as is necessary, but also very delicate, and for all the angels to continue to work on us through our sleep time so that it doesn't interrupt with our daily process. We can always ask that our healing happen gently and lovingly, deliberately, but at a time that is going to be less impactful for us in our physical day-to-day life. And then we invite in behind us from the north, the element of air, the beautiful Archangel Gabriel, so true and pure and strong. These big, big, big angelic wings of white and gold, this cosmic diamond energy at his heart center, and we feel Archangel Gabriel spreading out our own angel wings, using his hands to lift and shape and form our wings, to hold our back, to open our hearts, to clear and work through that higher heart chakra at the back. So beautiful, where we receive every divine gift that is due to us in this lifetime, our angelic birthright for our angelic soul, the soul that we came here to honor, listen to embody, to bring forward that light. We love the archangels that work with Archangel Gabriel in this realm. We have Archaea Hope with the beautiful rainbows, Archangel Aurora, Archangel Samuel with their pink crystalline rose quartz healing, Archangel Amethyst, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Hanael. And really this divine chorus of beautiful healers that work with Archangel Gabriel on it's like a very multi-dimensional school of angels that come in, I feel, on his ray, on this cosmic diamond ray. And then in front of us from the south is the archangels and the angels, the ascended masters and the goddesses of the ruby ray, lineage of Magdalena, the rose, the fire, Joan of Arc, of course, his feast day was yesterday, and the brilliant divine Archangel Ariel, goddesses Sekhmet, Kali, those who work with the energies of the phoenix, the alchemy, their stars, the 5-pointed golden pentacle. And we really just take this opportunity to open up, to soften, relax, and to offer forward to them. They can take it with loving arms. Anything that is heavy for us, any burden, we really ask that these angels work with us to work on the transformation and the alchemy, to remind us of our activation and of our light, to bring us more and more and more into alignment with our angelic soul self. This is their mission. This is why the ascended masters walk on this ray. I feel the ascended masters were the ones that have been through earthly existence. They experience our pain. They experience our joy. They experience all the emotions in between, those that only humans really feel at this deep level. And so they have so much compassion and love and wisdom and practical guiding knowledge for us of how to navigate this earthly existence. So, you know, really, really wearing red gives us a lot of courage. Feeling into that fire and that ruby flame warms us and gives us the energy. Like, think of Joan of Arc, how courageous she is, how guided and how never doubting she really was, right to the very, very end, when her beautiful golden soul returned to the heavens through the alchemy of fire. And then we ask these angels and archangels and beings of light on this horizontal plane to sort of just step out from us a little bit, to allow our own light to gather momentum and to spread and to be called forward through our aura, and to be filled in by divine celestial angels in a circle of empowerment, a 360-degree wall of light, to really hold us in the center. Now we're going to build out the sphere, calling in the angels of the vertical plane. So we have below us the spirit of Gaia, the Archangel Sandalphon, and all of the beautiful angels who are working with the earth plane, working with these frequencies which carry the base and the weight and the magnitude and the greatness of the world, the natural world around us. The angels that are reminding us daily of beauty, of geometry, symmetry, poetry, writing, dance, vocalization, music, expression, sound, rhythm. The archangels that hold the wisdom of the crystals, the wisdom of the animals, the wisdom of the water. We feel them really holding with great confidence, great expansive, healing, grounding light. And then above us, we now open up through the higher chakras, through our hearts, our throats, third eye, open our crown and our soul star chakra, and we really cast our gaze up, way, way, way up to the top of the dome and out through the top of the dome, really, where we experience the downpouring of light, riding in on the wings of the divine celestial angels of the highest realms, the clear light of God, Archangel Metatron, the gorgeous golden crown and great purple robes, holding the violet light, Archangel Zechariel, Azrael, Archangel Jophiel and Christine, Christael, the archangels of the seraphim, the rainbow ray, the highest dimensional angels, and the angels of the stars, the wisdom of the stars. And then we can really reach right up as far as we want to in terms of our galactic star and soul families, to the Pleiades, the Lyrans, the Arcturians, the Andromedaeans, the star races, the Hathors, the star races that we have not even heard of yet. We have not experienced connection with them yet, but we know that there are so many beautiful, benevolent beings of light out there in the cosmos, holding us, our tiny little human, in their great light and love and divine wisdom. How does it feel to be sitting in your own generated sphere of light with all of that beautiful energy all around you? Just invite that feeling in, breathe it in, smell it in, sense it in, open your senses, experience what it feels like to feel renewed, to be sitting in this beautiful ball of light and love, of compassion and healing. I'm just going to sit here for a minute. All of that nourishment and all of that encouragement and all of that activation and remembrance coming our way. Whatever images come to mind are perfect. They're the right ones. Whatever you're being shown is the right thing. Trust that you're like in a bubble or in a sphere. Yeah, it really is a crystalline sphere of love and like a light sphere. And in this, you're being downloaded your next part of the plan. What are you being told? What are you experiencing? What colors are you seeing? What temperatures are you feeling? what's going on in there. Give name to it, experience it. We're going to call forth some work, some angelic light work in the area of direction tonight. We're sitting in a portal of illumination. The moon is a reflection of the sun. The sun is the bringer of energy and of light. The grand, well, our solar sun, but then also the suns of the grand solar systems, the many suns, kind of coming into alignment. So we love to sit in the light of Ra, of God, the highest light available to us, the clearest light available to us, and only that light. That is the light that we are working with when we work with the energetics of the moon. We only work with the highest and most divine healing light. But there's a softness and a grace and a proximity. It's like a magnifier. If you imagine the sun's light coming down and then bouncing off the moon and it's coming directly to us, it's why it's palatable. It's why it's understandable for humans to connect with the moon. It's why there's so many songs and so much mystery and so much divinity and so much awe of that thing that hangs in the sky. It's not the metal or the rock or the whatever that is, that itself, but it's that light, it's that amplification of the light is what we are wooed by. And the softness of the moon, the softness of the light is less intense for us to experience than the searing heat of the sun. But we remember that the source of it is of the sun. So we're really receiving these sun codes in an amplified way when we work with the energies of the moon. And so that's where we're coming from tonight and over this portal time in the next few days. And also our beautiful moon is working in the celestial arrangement in the sign of Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius is representative of the Archer. This guiding planet is Jupiter, which is the guiding planet of spirituality, of open-mindedness, of authenticity, of following your own path. And then we're working with Jupiter and Taurus. So that's even another sign that we're bringing this into the earth. We're bringing it all in home. We're grounding it down. We're bringing it into reality. We're looking at it. We're bringing compassion to it. We're bringing new awareness to it, new integration of it, embodiment of it. So we're bringing all of this through. And where we want to look is working with the energies of the Archer and of the Arrow. And we could ask that those ascended masters who have expertise in this area step forward to help us as well. There are many, many archangels and ascended masters who are great. Metatron stepping forward. There are those that are very, very proficient at direction in choosing. Just being reminded that of course we're in Gemini season, which is why maybe this is so potent right now, is because Gemini is always offering us choices, either this way or that way. It's a very light air sign, it's very fluid, and what we're being asked to do is really hone and anchor in with quite precise energetics. So also those Pleiadian energies are very precise. How can we bring more precision to our decisions, to our choices, to our direction, just so we can really step forward in this inquiry of when there are things that we want in our life, how can we cut through? Because the external conversation is very thick. There's a lot of noise, there's a lot of sort of disturbance in the field at the moment with a lot of things, and we want to be able to say thank you, we need to focus. Our light, our work is important. How can we bring more focus to this time? And this is the cut through of the arrow piercing through the archery, right to direct to its target. So I'm just going to ask for us to each invite the most perfect divine healing angel or ascended master forward now to speak to us. to make themselves known to us. So who wants to step forward? Do we recognize them? Do they want to tell you their name? Where they've come from or why they've stepped forward? Who are you working with tonight? So thank you for stepping forward to work with me. And now I want you to bring, staying in your heart, I want you to bring 1 or 2 areas that are most potent and topical and important to you right now. What is it that you really would love to have this special time be dedicated to tonight? Where are you most struggling? Where do you most feel that you need this support with? It might be in your finances, it might be your relationship, it might be intimacy, it might be next steps in career or work, purpose, let's say, mission. It might be in your relationship with the angels. It might be in your relationship with the divine. It might be your health. It might be with blessings that are coming into your life, things that you are desiring. So just settle upon one thing now. Okay. And the angel's going to come and stand alongside you. And together I want you to raise your gaze to the horizon. And I want you to look out into the future. And just for a moment, see where you are headed with the current thinking and the current action that's predominant in your thoughts towards this thing and the current way that you are moving. Like, look for your target. Is it to the left or is it to the right? So how are we going and where are we going to end up in a month? So at the end of June, at the end of July, at the end of the year 23, the beginning of the year 24, in the middle of the year 24, a year from now, at the end of the year 24, at the beginning of the year 25, if nothing changes. If you are looking out that far with the same mindset, the same actions, the same thinking, the same pain, truly, that relates to that area of your life right now, how far from center are you looking, to the left or the right? So this angel, ascended master, is lovingly and deliberately going to turn your head around to the middle, straight ahead, looking straight ahead. How far can you see? When you're looking straight ahead, how good does that feel? To be knowing with certainty that you are headed in a straight line, straight for the horizon. Was that hard? Did that require thinking? Did that require much effort on your part to realign your gaze? And how far can you see when you are looking straight ahead? How good does it feel to be square in your shoulders with your eyes facing forward and your body in forward, fluid, confident, straight ahead momentum? So this is a little readjustment exercise that angels channel through, and they just want you to feel how good that feels, and to know that you are taking steps, you are running, you are walking, you are sleeping, it doesn't matter, but you are moving in that aligned direction. Remember to look and see, am I a degree off? Am I 5 degrees off? How far from center around am I looking? And bring your gaze back and just go for it. Go straight. Go straight. And everything will work out. I'm going to ask the angels if they have any piece of wisdom, any guidance, anything. Can you see or can they see? To help remind you to bring this experience, this possibility, the feeling of centeredness into alignment. What is there that you can do to remind yourself to look straight ahead? I'm being invited to look in the mirror more. When you look in the mirror, you see yourself straight ahead, straight on. You're reminded of your power, of your beauty, of your unique qualities, of your age, your wisdom. The experiences you have carried reflected back to you. And I'm being invited, and I'm not sure what the individual angels will invite you to do to remind you, but to be present to the gaze of very much being centered and front, and using our eyes. We don't have eyes on the side of the head, we have eyes on the front of our head to look forward, to direct us to where we want to go with energy and courage. Beautiful. So let's just take a big cleansing breath in now. Hold and release. Let's just take a moment to represent our beautiful golden bubble of light, to pulse love and light and gratitude to the angels who have held space for us tonight. Feel that bubble, that crystalline sphere of golden light dissipating and moving and growing and expanding and pushing out and dissolving. Feel yourself coming back into your body. We thank the divine celestial healing angels of the higher realms as they lift off and retreat with our star families. We feel the dissipating, the dissolving, the anchoring of the beautiful angels of the lower realms, holding space below us, our Earth Star chakra and our grounding, and all of those beautiful earthly properties, just gently releasing with love. And then the angels around us just stepping back and stepping back. And we know that they'll continue. Any angels that desire can continue to stay with us, holding us, helping us sleep. I'm very hot now. Thank you, angels. Oh. I just want to move some air around you. Have some water. Bring yourselves back to a little bit more consciousness. Open your eyes, blink your eyes. Thank you. Oof. Hot. I share with you the angels that were present in the cards. I just pulled some angels while we were dropping into that meditation. Again, I really like, we've had these guys a few times, I think, but how often have we been having Archangel Darinka with the bats? Everybody? Like a lot. And they're talking about, because the bats are very, very, they're on sonar. They're on these very, very high frequency message waves that bring in like a very, it's like the tinnitus. It's the angels speaking to us. Also moving into this age of Aquarius, where Archangel Gabriel visited you. Yay! Felt him very strongly tonight. Yeah, he's a cool. It's such a cool angel. I love the purple. And you know, really very manly, masculine, this divine masculine, and also bringing, and his messages to continue to hone our psychic ability and see through illusions. So I just feel like, you know, we got that feeling with the cut through that was coming through. There is a lot of illusion. We're still dealing in a lot of matrix energy, and the more and more that we can just hone in through our third eye and through our heart, we can get to the integrity and the essence and the truth of things, to continue to just, you know, really work on, I want to say discretion, what's our word? Discernment, thank you. Then Archangel Raquel, I love this Archangel. I love that he works with the energies. There's Uluru, he's the bridge between heaven and earth. There's a portal in Uluru, the umbilical cord, the heart of the planet. And really, he has the angelic Reiki energies. Look at those going through his hands and through his energy body there, the golden light. Enter higher planetary service and be a blazing light. So he's reminding us that this is beautiful work that we do every time we are in angelic meditation. And then, of course, Aurora for our hearts. With the sun, just always there with the beautiful pink and gold energy of love, and the star, and the sun, the star, welcoming new beginnings. Yay, we are welcoming new beginnings. We really are. Let the sun shine in your life. We love Archangel Aurora. And then this one was the Archangelic Light Work, and I will read this for us. This is protection and boundaries. Always, always, always enhance protection for beautiful boundaries. So I'll just quickly read that one. 18. What's the time? Oh yeah, cool. We are always safe and secure on a spiritual level. But sometimes our experiences can feel deeply intrusive. This could be a surgical procedure, an encounter that gets under our skin, or anything else that feels like it has infiltrated our inner sanctuary. It is important to recognize such an experience and know that fear is not required. The intrusion can be gently yet firmly resolved, and you will feel clear, strengthened, and centered from within, with your boundaries re-established and intact once more. Thank you, COVID. And this is a healing from, yes, magic and manifestation with Archangel Raphael. So beautiful, of course. The physical healing. Oh, Steph just said she saw 444 3 times and 111. Yes, lots of angel numbers around at the moment. Oh yes, you've got the full moon in Sagittarius.
Yeah, and this is really so cool. I'm just trying to get it that it doesn't go.
Yep, see the bigger picture.
See the bigger picture. Yeah. So it says see the bigger picture. Yeah. So and Zadkiel Zadkiel came in for me, so that was really fabulous.
Thank you. We love Archangel Zadkiel. So beautiful. The violet ray clearing. Beautiful. Does anyone else have anything they want to share from the meditation? Just briefly, it's probably time for bed. It's 9:25, so we've gone a bit over time tonight, but thank you for being here in receiving. We did a bit of talking at the beginning, so I felt that was really valuable. How did you find the experience of the alignment? Was it good? Pretty interesting, eh? Pretty interesting. Completely just channeled it. I really hadn't thought about that prior. I was like, how are we going to do this direction thing? And it was, they're like, look that way, go out, go out, go out, go out, and then turn your gaze. I was like, oh, wow, well, that makes a big difference. Amazing. So wise, the angels are. Okay, my loves, I feel like it's a really beautiful place to end. You can come off mute if you want. Just send some love and light out to everybody. Steffi, I was going to say, I posted a thing, like a 111 that I had seen. I reshared it on my Instagram today, and Pip Jackson, my friend, saw it at 1:11 and she sent it back to me and said, look at the time on this when I opened your story. Like, yeah, that's so cute. Cool. Thank you, angels.
Thank you, girls.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Thank you so much.
Everyone. Thank you.
All right, go and enjoy a beautiful sleep, restful sleep, and we'll see you again soon. Love you all.
Take
Thank
care.
you, Alice.
Okay, bye. Bye, loves.